This is Matt Russell from the FX Power Course, and welcome to the Daily FX walkthrough.
So here are the four pairs that I will be discussing this evening: the Euro Pound, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Swiss, and the Euro Swiss. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. The first chart is the Euro Pound, and this is the daily chart, and this is the short trade that I set up a few reports back. During yesterday's report, I mentioned how we might place our stop just above the high of this candle right here, which is just above that 88 figure. So if you are short, I would continue to stay short, again with your stop just above that 88 figure. If you have no position, if you are flat, I would just wait for prices to get up close enough to that area. Again, the way I set up every trade is where I'm going to place my stop. That's the most important factor in terms, and that will dictate my entry. So what I'm going to wait for now is prices to come up maybe in the 87.50 area, where I can enter and then place my stop just above that 88 figure. That's, again, if I were flat and had no position. Next chart is the Aussie Kiwi, and as I mentioned, let me zoom in a little bit here, but this is the longer term support line that I'm using right now, and then also I set up that short trade off this doji candle here. I mentioned to cover near that 125 figure and then possibly to flip. That's what I did. I was stopped out actually on this trade with a stop about 75 pips beneath this support line, but now just watching this pair for the past 24 hours or so, I do like the potential that this did hammer out a bottom right here. The only issue is that this low, the low of this candle, is just beneath that 124 figure, and with prices now near 25.30, that's about at least 130 pips worth of risk. So we might look for prices to come down just a little bit to get a more favorable risk toward entry, but I would adopt a bullish bias on the Aussie Kiwi against that low just beneath that 124 figure. Next chart is the Pound Swiss. Not much has changed here. We had the double top that I mentioned a few reports back, but that trade setup was negated by the close above the high of that first top level. So right now I'm sort of on the sidelines here. We can see the back side or the opposite side of the previous resistance line did act as support during yesterday's candle. Personally, I don't like this trade idea. Just this pair has been a little tricky for me. But if you are, if you're flat right now, you have no positions, this is something you might look at. This is the 74.85 level that I'm highlighting right now, and I would have at least a slight bullish bias against that level. We can see it has been confirmed as support with the candle with the long wick. Let me zoom in a little bit here and give you a better view of this candle right here, which is what I'm speaking about. So the low of that candle, about the 74.35 area, that would be my reference point. That's where I would place a stop if I were entertaining a long trade at this moment. But again, I believe the Aussie Kiwi, in my mind, I'm a little more confident with that trade idea. The next chart is the Euro Swiss. Not much has changed here. Again, still just waiting for prices to come and test this longer term resistance line. This trade has taken a long time to set up, but right now that resistance line is located just above that 152 figure, so that's a price level we should be looking at for the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, we'd look to enter just beneath that resistance line with a stop, maybe 50 to 75 pips above that resistance line. Again, my name is Matt Russell. I'm an FX Power Course instructor here at FXCM. Thanks for listening.